Your national forecast for Saturday, August 2nd begins now. We're going to be looking ahead to how your long weekend is shaping up as well. I'm Matt Hamel. Now let's take a look at our temperatures for our Saturday afternoon. One thing you'll notice is beautiful sunny skies from Winnipeg just about all the way to St. John's, Newfoundland. So many in the east and even parts of the prairies enjoying a pretty nice day. Now we are going to see for areas like Alberta, less than ideal long weekend forecast with some stormy, rainy weather kind of continuously lingering around. But let's take a look here at how that's going to be shaping up. You see today some potential stormy weather for Alberta in particular that may even stretch into tomorrow. Now, when we take a look at northern Canada, we're still feeling some pretty good heat. Take a look at the 29 for Fort Smith, 23 degrees for Yellowknife with mostly sunny skies. Now, another factor for northern Canada is the wildfire smoke. A southerly flow is going to be clearing a lot of that wildfire smoke in southern parts of the prairies, but as you can see, that is going to be pushing it into more northern areas, so we could expect to see some of the air quality warnings in the territories expand. But as for now, parts of the Northwest Territories around the Yellowknife area with some air quality issues, and that is very much a factor for Manitoba and northwestern Ontario. Stormy weather in the west. As I mentioned, Alberta kind of the focal point of that for our Saturday. You can see into British Columbia some non-severe storms. That stretches up all the way to the Yukon. Now, here's a look at the active weather we see in the Saskatoon area and a bit south of the city. Earlier on our Saturday, a bit of activity, but into the afternoon and evening, that's when things are going to be quite active for Alberta. And again, that's likely stretching into our Sunday as well for another unsettled day. Manitoba looks to be kind of winning out on this prairie long weekend forecast as the sunny skies are more common than not. Here's a look at our forecast conditions for today, and yes, the stormy weather tomorrow also targeting Alberta. Areas like Calgary could be included in that, and a good portion of southwest Saskatchewan as well. Okay, rainfall, we'd love to see that in some of the wildfire hotspots. We are getting a little bit, but just not quite as much as we would maybe like to see. Meanwhile, Alberta getting a heavy dose of rain over the next few days. We can see all the way through August 6th, pretty intense rainfall at times for areas between Edmonton and Calgary. As I mentioned, a chance for some non-severe storms for British Columbia's interior. The coast remains very dry, and we'll see perhaps the fire danger rating elevating as a result. But looking at our forecast conditions, we did have Canada's first 40-degree temperature of the year just a few days ago in BC's interior. You see a Soyuz at 34 degrees today, but not quite in the 40 range, which is some good relief. Here's the 7-day forecast for Vancouver. The sunny skies look to be giving way to more cloudy and wet conditions by Tuesday into the midweek time frame. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, for Soyuz, we also have temperatures that are going to be hot, but again, better than 40 that we saw in the area just a few days ago. Meanwhile, for the East, it is quite a start to the long weekend. It's good news for the Blue Jays. They're hosting the Royals at the Rogers Center, I should say, and we can see those beautiful conditions. Looks like a dome open type of situation. However, it's not all sunshine in the east for our long weekend. We do have a chance of some thunderstorms on our Saturday afternoon. We can see for areas in northern Ontario into Quebec, some storm cells will be in the picture. Some of that may be impacting parts of southern Quebec. We'll be talking about that. Now, the winds are going to be particularly strong around the stormy weather, but we'll likely feel some of those breezy conditions into more southern areas as well. Rainfall, that's really going to be skipping southern areas over the next week or so. So a dry start to August, and it's good for your outdoor plans, but for those who depend on that moisture for livelihoods like farmers, it is certainly a problematic dry situation there. Now, we have wildfire smoke from the west increasingly becoming an air quality concern into areas like southern Ontario, particularly overnight. That low-level smoke could settle in. Now, here's our air quality health index for our Saturday. We can see still a bit of issues lingering into our Sunday as well. Meanwhile, our Saturday afternoon in southern Quebec, you can see areas like Montreal faring pretty well, but Quebec City could see some thunderstorm activity. We'll see how that's kind of playing out into the evening, where we have even into our Sunday early on, a bit of unsettled weather could be impacting parts of the province. Now, for Atlantic Canada, it is a very nice start to the weekend. As we can see, the sunny skies will be kind of winning out for many. Not much in the way of moisture until Tomorrow evening, we see this front moving through, and that could be triggering potentially some stormy weather for parts of New Brunswick on our Monday. But another good-looking Sunday appears to be on tap with even hotter temperatures, especially for New Brunswick. But as we can see, by Monday, Fredericton could be getting a bit of stormy weather.